Today, the Dual Cash Cup makes another return, granting us a chance to show our new potential. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys how me and my teammate performed in today's Dual Cash Cup. And just as I announced in my last video, this will be the start of a new series showing you guys my keyboard and mouse progression to prove to you guys that no matter who you are, you can become talented at Fortnite too. This series is going to last 4 episodes, with the finale being a whole entire progression on what I did during the whole entire time. And I also want to remind everyone that I will be streaming throughout this whole entire progression every single day on my Twitch at twitch.tv/scuffysii. So without further ado, let's head into game 1 of our Duo Cash Cup. Now before we head into the tournament, you will see that I am constantly switching back and forth from keyboard to controller, and that is because of the simple fact that this tournament was the actual turning point for me to make the final switch, where towards the end of the video you'll see me fully switch towards keyboard. Anyways though, starting off in game 1 of the tournament, we as per usual will be landing Mongrel Split. Now this is the spot we land for all of our key games, simply because we can go to Raft without worrying about dying on spawn. Now unfortunately for this game, we rotated into Raft but still died anyways. So heading into our second game of the tournament, we are going to run it back and see just how well we can do keying into Raft. Got hit from Max, yeah. No, he's under it. He's under it. I'm in. 100. Go up. Okay. Now I am going to cut this Raft fight short pretty early, because out of all the fights that I've taken in the past 3 chapters, none have been this boring. I mean, it was pretty much just crouching, running around, and trying to fight people simulator, man. But ultimately, we were able to get the coin, but at the cost of us dropping a 30. And because we rotated out of the POI way too late with the amount of kills we had no choice but to do the secret strat that a lot of pros just haven't told anybody about. And I'm now going to tell you guys what that strat is. Now, because of the thousands of tournaments that Fortnite has hosted, we figured out eventually that you can actually bug the elo. Now the thing about it is, 1 win by itself equals 65 points, and knowing the fact that all the good players will be trying to drop as many kills as possible, your second game after winning that will be a drone lobby. And unlike your first game, which dies out relatively quickly depending on your lobbies, your second game is almost guaranteed not to die out, because of the simple fact that most of the people in your elo got to like 50 to 60 points. Meaning, instead of dropping a 30 kill win and then having to win your next game in high elo, you can drop a low kill win in low elo and then go again next to drop your high kill win in the same low elo you started in. Now for the most of this game, all we did was sit in camp, so skipping over this, which is our 12 kill win of the tournament, here we go into our next game to drop just as many kills as possible. Heading into game 3, it's at a point where you guys should already know where we're landing at. And considering we're getting this uncontested, we're going to be able to rotate into Raft pretty easily. And with that being said, this is how the start of our game 3 had went. One HP on him.
No shield.
That's camp. Thought that kid was one. He's low. Now, as I know you guys can't see it, during this time when I was playing on controller, I had only warmed up previous 30 minutes before the tournament. Now the thing about this is, when I actually started to play against real players, I had to force my fingers so hard to the point where I guess at this point they're just running out of energy. And so with my Dual Cash Cup on the line, and I hate selling Dual Cashies, man. I mean, they're the favorite tournament of the week. I had to temporarily make the hard decision to switch over to keyboard and mouse for this game. And honestly, it truly sucks, but right now I gotta do what I gotta do. And so after healing all the way back up, farming up our resources, we headed back out to continue keying out the rest of the lobby.
Oh my, he's cheating, bro. Like, there's no way.
100, 120. Please out of me, please out of me. Please out of me. He's going. That for myself, 100. 30 white, 30 white. Yeah. See that. 20 right? Now after that kill, everything pretty much went downhill. Every single fight we took, we lost more and more mats, and eventually we were down to our last builds. Now even though some of you may see me as some type of talented on keyboard, I still make really stupid mistakes like this. And this really stupid mistake, which I don't even understand how it didn't cost us our game here, is another reason why I need to continue to improve myself. Now after somehow making it out of that crazy death that just happened in zone, we peeped the fact that we were probably in combined total of 60 builds, which with these mats ignoring the 30 bomb, our #1 priority is to get the refresh we need to get back into it. So after we got into zone, we rotated straight into the raft to hope that we can find anything extra, where we then ended up kind of pulling zone. And it's also around this point where I think it's time that I show you guys how our endgame actually went. So despite the situation we're in right now, we have to win the game. And so with everything coming down to it, here is how the endgame of our game 4 had went. Watch out, let's get there.
Like a boss, bro.
Right, boy, this gets pretty quick. Yeah. The bulls. 100? Got it in? Sorry, I thought. Hey, never. Watch it. What's my what? Watch yourself. Ain't kills, man. Getting in. Right. I want to shoot you. Yep. Right to it. Oh, I have mats. I'll give you a second. Here. On my right. Wait for this. You're back. Dead. Drop. Do we have a heal up? Okay, we got a bottom. Good job, man. Kid in zone somewhere. I got sprayed out. Popping fizz. Dead? No, not dead. Almost dead. Dead. Now after that 25 elim win, we are now second in the whole entire tournament. And with how I played that game, I think that the switch to keyboard was most definitely worth it. Anyways, now going into our 5th game here, only a few of you guys actually know this spot. If you were watching me back in Chapter 5 Season 1, then you would know that me and Cynic's actually been landing here for a very long time. And for Game 5, our decision to land here definitely paid off, because we got both our PY uncontested and brutal right next to it uncon too. Now what makes this spot good is the amount of rotation that it actually has, and ignoring the pads around it, depending on where zones are going, you actually also have the desert rings, and of course not to mention you can both get cap metal. Now for the next 5 zones, I don't think not even one time did I ever have to look for Surge. Cynics was just hitting people with the pistol over and over and over and over again, to the point where I thought bro was cheating, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And honestly, honestly, because we got 0 kills throughout our whole entire mid game, let's just head straight into our end game. But really quickly though, let's go over our goals. Remember in the start of the video where I said that Qual is going to be around 355 points? Oh wait, did I say that? Hold on. Qual for this duo cash cup is actually going to be around 350 points. And considering that they changed the cash cups this season from 2 points per kill to 1, the amount of placement points that we're going to need definitely went up way higher than the amount of kills. Now the average person who quals has around 50 to 60 kills, so we're already on track for that. All it comes down to right now is our end games. And if we play out every end game averaging around 40 points, we are definitely guaranteed qual. But with everybody caught up, here is how our game 5's end game had went.
Hella kids, but gotta make it work. Let me know if we need to stop, yeah? I got a box. Good?
No.
Another face right here, I'm stopping here. I got fried.
Thanks, you.
Full face.
Yeah.
I'm fighting. Shoot back, I'm going.
Pause.
Sliding. Box him.
I got Fred. Pause.
I mean, look.
Yeah, sprang him down. Bro, you gotta go. Where you at? Where are you? Okay.
I'm down.
Dude, chill. Come on. Good play zone again. Nice.
30 way.
Nice. Get that.
Gotta reload. Got it.
Nice.
I'm not
Tapping.
Just follow me, okay?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I'm one. I tied, bro. I have everything. I'm 6 stars. Oh my god. No.
Wow.
I'm gonna push back to my loot. Not really. Up. You gotta stay back. Break camera.
No, I didn't see him. Now that we have closed out this full dud game right here, I am going to break down this entire end game, starting off at our first major rotate. Before heading out here, I want you guys to know and to remember that we both have around 80 builds total right here. And ultimately, this was an actual really good rotate. And that is because the only people that could have seen us were this team behind us and this team that were in front of us. Now, the problem with this is the fact that me and Cynics went from like 80 builds on me to like maybe 60 on Cynics, all the way down to what we're at right now. And while I think going early here was chill, if we had stopped a little sooner in a position where we could have got a refresh with the whites that we actually had, I think we would have had a greater opportunity to get a kill. And on top of that, we would have saved more mats coming out of zone, because shortly after that rotate there, I'd ended up getting fried and wasting about an extra 20 builds, which I could have so saved. And because of that, in those past 2 zones, we lost about half of our total mats together, meaning that we needed to get a refresh. Now, I also want to point out that we had 3 max pulls back to back, so no matter how you look at it, our mats would have been way lower than if we had pulled every zone, right? But what makes pros is how they can do in situations like these. But don't get me wrong, the 3 back-to-back max pulls will have anyone in shambles, man. Only the top pros are really making it out of that one. Now, for our next rotate, we were talking about how we could possibly play zone to, you know, use our whites up, but we ended up going, the second zone was on us, and unfortunately missed out on getting a solo. But we ended up using very minimal mats. Now, after zone had pulled again, we were finally able to get the refresh that we were looking for, but a very rookie mistake Cynics had made. Not only did he not box the whole entire kill the second he killed him, but after we were going to rotate out of our box, he had no awareness on the teams that were surrounding us and ran straight into them. But you know, we all have our moments, so right now I need to focus up on solo clutching. Now, after he died, in a split-second decision, I had boxed up in an okay spot, where once again I got another max pull zone. But as I was coming into zone, there was this build that I could have so went behind, which if I placed a floor. I mean, I could have even mantled. I didn't even have to build. If I just got there and broken into that box from the back, I would have not only not had to fight Kanata, but on top of that, I would have been in a way better position to look for more elims and potentially for my next rotate. Which ultimately, if you want to qual to duo cash finals, you have to be the teammate of your teammate and prepare for when your teammate actually dies that you must solo clutch up that game. After that game, we had dropped all the way down to 52nd, and looking at how much time is left in the tournament, we can still keep our 40-point average to qualify in 4 games. Now, you would think that after such a strong start that we would finish out the tournament perfectly, right? Wrong. For our next 4 games, we had ended up dying in completely different ways, making stupid mistakes, dying in stupid fights, all of the above, you name it. Now, I would go into more detail on how we died every game, but I think I've been talking for the past 5 minutes straight. And after our 9th game, we had closed out that part of the tournament on 237 points. Now, as I mentioned before this game, to qualify, we were aiming for around 350 points, meaning that for our next game, we would need over 100 points to get that, which if I have to break down, that is over a 40 kill game. Now, I will leak and I will say that qual ended up being lower than what we initially thought it was, so the chances of us actually qualling here are extremely high if we end up getting in the lobby to drop that amount of kills. And you know, if the video is still going on at this time, then that means that something just may have happened. So without a further ado, wasting no time, let's head into our last game of the tournament where we need to drop over 40 kills. Finishing off the tournament in game 10, we of course have to land the raft. Well, technically Mongrel split, but you know, we were uncalled, so we just ignore that part, you feel me? Anyways though, with us betting our hopes on the final game of the tournament, here is how me and Cynics did in game 10. Come on. 20. Hit. Watch out, watch out. Oh,
81 on the black one.
That Parzik. Wait, is that real? He's so... Oh, it's drones. 60 on his man, 120 on it, 140 on his man. He's blocked. Yeah, I guess. 100? 1 HP, 80 white, da. I'm boxed. Wait, right? He's no mats. Da. The 80 on his teammate. 80 on his teammate. 100. Oh my gosh, these kids are drones. It's so doable. 48. Dead. I'm coming. Getting in. Go box. Dead. Dead.
I'm in.
The other one's low.
Crack my street. Do what? Probably coming.
I'm good. Yep. Although the game is going really well and a lot is looking up, it was also around this time where we ended up getting 0 kills. From here until around about first moving, all we did was waste heals and wasted mats, and it was looking honestly really grim at one point. I mean, I literally thought we were gonna die here. But of course, as you guys know me, I still always will find a way. Oh, you right now? Go runners, man. Where they're going up? Look! Look! Come from both. Sorry, kids. I'm getting up, so we can just look. I got up. We just look here. Dead. Get to me. Okay. Pop med.
I'm one. Holy shit, bro.
They're getting beamed, yo. I'm charging. Just get to me. I'm in. Dead. Dead. Kill this kid solo. I'm out of phase. Really?
No, no.
Yep. I'm probably mad. Nice. Wait, 80 white, 80 white, 1 3. Hopefully that's enough, bro. Sadly, shortly after we backed out of this game, we realized that the amount of points we ended on were just not enough to qual. Unfortunately, all those moving zones where Cynics got beamed and I had to tart from was honestly just a waste of time. Those 3 moving zones I could have been fragging out like crazy and got us enough points to qualify us. But what is done is what is done, and we should have been qualified before it even came down to that last game. And with that being said, this is the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, because I did put a lot of time into this one. And if you did, please make sure to subscribe with post notifications and like the video. And also check out my Twitter and my Twitch, where I did stream this live every single day at twitch.tv/scuffysii. And also look forward to the rest of the episodes coming out of this series. And with that being said, God bless.